Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Kids Time. I'm so glad that you're back here with me this morning at the playground. I'm Rebecca, the Children, Youth, and Family Director here at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Missoula. And today, in our gospel reading, Jesus says one of his famous lines. Yeah, even Jesus has some famous lines in the Bible. And Jesus says this, "Take up your cross and follow me." Take up your cross and follow me. What could that possibly mean? Take up your cross and follow me. Well, in our story, Jesus is talking about how we might love God. And he says that one way we love God is by taking up our cross and following Jesus. Now, what are these? Do you know what these are? Yeah, these are rubber gloves. And what might you do with rubber gloves? Have you ever used these before or seen your parents or your grandparents use these? Well, we might use rubber gloves for doing kind of dirty things, like washing the dishes or cleaning the toilet. We put them on so that our hands stay nice and clean while we're doing things that might get our hands dirty if we didn't have gloves on. But do these look like love to you? Just sort of by themselves, do they look like love? Are they very special? If I just threw these down next to the sink, would the dishes do themselves? Would they do the dishes for me? Or maybe I just throw them next to the toilet. Do you think they're going to clean the toilet for me? No. These gloves aren't much, just kind of by themselves. But when we put them on, now, all of a sudden, our gloves that didn't really seem like much, well, they're starting to look a little bit more like love. Because now, my hands are in them. Now, with the gloves, I can do something that might help somebody else. Maybe I can wash the dishes after dinner so my mom or my dad who cooked for me can just rest. Or maybe I'll clean the toilet and the bathtub because it's something I can do to show love to my family. And when I show love to my family, that's a way of showing love to God. So by themselves, these gloves really aren't much. They're certainly not love. But when I put my hands in them, now they can do something. They can help me love my neighbor, love my family, and love God. And I really think that's what Jesus is saying today. When Jesus says, "Take up your cross and follow me," Jesus is saying that take up those things that aren't very glamorous, that might even be kind of dirty, and put them on. Because when you put them on, now we can do some loving. And maybe that love doesn't just look like rubber gloves, but that love could look like putting on a mask to protect the people around you? Or maybe that love is putting on some gardening gloves and helping someone in the garden as we move to spring. Or maybe it's putting on a smile and smiling at someone that you really don't want to. Because when we put on that smile or put on those gloves or put on that mask, now we're ready to show some love. Well, thank you, friends. Thank you for being with me here at the playground this morning, and I can't wait to be back here with you next week. And remember, don't forget to put on that love, whatever it is. Put on that thing that can help you love people. And try it this week. Show some of that love, even when it's hard or when it's maybe not the first thing that you want to do. Because Jesus says, take up your cross and follow him. See you next week, friends.